This is calculate molecular masses. Very easy outcome. Let's get started here. So I have a compound like CO2, and I want to calculate the mass of 1 mole. So when I look up here in my periodic table, I have the mass of 1 mole of each atom. So what I have here, if I think about this in terms of moles instead of atoms, I have 1 carbon mole and 2 moles of oxygen atoms. So the mass of 1 mole of carbon is 12.011, and the mass of 1 mole of oxygen is 16.00 or 15.998. You can write them either way. And I have 2 of these, so I'll multiply by 2. So I put a label out for the carbon and for the oxygen. I'm going to expect you to do this. Just show your work. So my total here then is 16 times 2 is 32 plus 12.011, and I get 44.011. And the units are grams per mole. This is the molar mass. So what it's saying is 1 mole of CO2 is equal to 44.011 grams. So it's a conversion factor, and we're going to use it later as a conversion factor. Let's do another problem. Let me clear off this. Okay, so let's do copper chloride, CuCl2. So the copper, I write down copper has a mass of 63.546. The mass of chlorine is 35.453, and there's 2 of them. So I put 2 down there. 35.453 times 2 plus 63.546 gives me my answer. The molar mass is 134.452 grams of copper chloride per mole of copper chloride. Get used to writing all the units out. It's going to be useful. Okay, let's do another one. I'll make something slightly harder. So we'll determine the molar mass, the molecular weight, or those are 2 terms that we use for magnesium perchlorate. So once again, for the magnesium, I look it up. It's 24, oops, I can't read it now. It's 24.305. The molar mass of chlorine is 35.453. 35.453, and I have 2 of them. Don't forget this 2 right here. Multiplies it out by 2, and I'll label that the chlorine. And the oxygen is 15.999, and there's how many of those? 2 times 4 is 8. So to calculate the molar mass, I just got to multiply the 15.999 times 8 plus the 35.453 times 2 plus the 24.305. So when I do that, I get 223.203 grams per mole, and I got to write this correctly, so I'm going to rewrite it over here. 223.20 grams of magnesium perchlorate per mole of magnesium perchlorate. That's how I want you to write this out for this problem. Very easy. Do the homework.